بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This is Miss Layla Al-Jahani. Inshallah, today we will continue our last lesson for this unit, Unit 1. Inshallah, today we will go through form, meaning, and function. Okay? Before we start the previous lesson, we took our project. Okay? You should have presented information about youth hostels in Saudi Arabia, in our country. Okay, how did you find the information about your country? You can use the internet, or as we said before, you can use a travel guide. I'm sure you did all of that. This is a sample I showed you in our previous lesson. I wrote about Prince Faisal bin Fahad youth hostel. Okay, you can write about any hostel. Okay, and then when you finish and you presented the information in front of your class, you should take a vote which hostel you want to go to, which hostel you think it's the best to visit, okay, based on the information your friends presented in front of you, okay? Inshallah, today by the end of our lesson, you will be able to ask and give directions, okay? Identify the difference between prepositions of place. Okay, we have preposition place. You will know the difference and how do we use the preposition of place. And if someone asks you for directions, you will be able to answer and give them directions where should they go. Okay, imagine that you look at these pictures in front of you. Imagine that you want to go somewhere, or someone asks you, Muna or Ahmed, how can I go to the mall, for example? How would you respond? Which language are you going to use? Okay, so you should tell them, should they go north, east, should they take, which highway they should take, which street, it's near what, you should tell them it's the things near by. So to be able to find places or to give directions, you need prepositions of place, okay? These are the prepositions of place we are focusing on today. There are many, but these we will focus on based on your book, page 9, okay? Across, from, between, next to, on, near, far, from. These are the prepositions we will cover inshallah today. What do they mean? Let's see them one by one, okay? The example in your book, and you have different pictures on your book. You can look at these pictures and you look at the pictures I presented. It will give you a sense of the meaning. What do these words mean? We have the park. The park is across from the school. So let's imagine that this is the school and this is the park. The park, it's not next to it, it's across from. It means there is a space between them. There is a street, there is a place between them. It's in front of, across from the street. Usually there is a road or path or a street between the locations you are talking about. Like here we have park and school. So this is the school and this is the park, and between them we have a street or a path. So we don't say it's next to it, we don't say it's in front of it, we don't say these words, we use across from. This is the proper preposition we should use, okay? Another example here, the cat is between the two boxes. So we have here a cat and you have two boxes. So it's between them. It's sitting between the two boxes. So if there is something between, you can say, there is another example also. You can look at the picture on your book. The example provided, the bank is between the post office and the restaurant. Okay, so you have three buildings in front of you, and they said that the bank is in the middle, which is We can say between two things. It's in the middle. There is, we have the post office and the restaurant. In the middle, we have the bank. So the bank is between these two other buildings, okay? Also here, we have another example, another picture. This is a picture of a house, okay? We have here, the word we're focusing on is next to. The bedroom is next to the kitchen. So this is the bedroom. Next to it, we have the kitchen, okay? Can we say the bedroom is next to the office? لا, it's not next to it. It should be next to it. This is what I mean, next to each other, okay? If you look around you in your class, who's sitting next to you? Who's your friend sitting next to you? Is it Muna? Is it Ahmed? Is it Ali? So look, who's sitting next to you? Okay, next to you, that's mean you don't have any chair or any table between you. You're sitting next to each other, okay? Another example on your book, the pharmacy is next to the bookstore. That means they are next to each other, okay? And another word we have is on, okay? This is the preposition we will focus on. Look at the picture we have here and look at the picture on your book, okay? So here we have a corner. We have here a street, another street, and we have a corner, okay? This is the corner, okay? So we can say the tree is on the street corner. And on your book you have the bus stop is on the corner, okay? The bus stop is on the corner. These are two examples to know when do you use on the corner and how do we use it. We will have other examples later on, we will see it. So here we have near. Near, it has the similar meaning to next to. Near, it has a similar meaning to next to. The cat is near the box. So we have the cat and the box, okay? The cat, sorry, and the box. So the cat is sitting near the box. Also on your book, you have the museum is near the hotel. It means it's close to that place, okay? Here we have the opposite of near. We have far from. Near is next to the person. Near and next to has the similar meaning. That means you are close. The opposite is far from. You have a space between the two objects you're talking about. Like here, the people are far from each other. That means there is space between them, okay? They are sitting far from each other. They are leaving a distance between them, okay? They are not sitting in a close range, okay? Also in your book you can see the airport is far from town. It means you should drive or you have to drive a long distance to reach the airport. Most airports are in many cities. So this is how we use far from, okay? Here, I wanted to focus on the difference of using the same, the prepositions when we're talking about places like here. In the airport, if I tell you she is in the airport, okay? I mean she is inside the building. I'm talking about the building and she's inside it, in the airport. Or the coffee shop is in the airport. It means it's inside the building, okay? But when I say at the airport, is it the same meaning? لا. When I say at the airport, I mean either in the buildings or just outside. For example, in the parking lot. Maybe it's outside. I'm just saying at the airport. I don't mean inside the building itself. But when I say in the airport, I specifically mean the person or the object I'm talking about is inside the building, okay? Also here we have these two examples. On the corner, and we have at the corners. So we have two which deliver a different meaning, okay? So when I say on the corner, this is similar to what we talked about, like the bus stop before in the example in your book. The bus stop is on the corner, okay? A location that is permanent, okay? For example, the bus stop is on the corner. It's permanent. It's not changeable, okay? You have an object, it's there, you can change it. Like for example, the library, you can find it in the street corner, on the street corner. That means we can't change the building. We can't remove it and put it somewhere else, okay? It's permanent, okay? At the corner, a location that is temporary. When it's temporary, like I'm standing at the street corner, I can't stay there forever. It's temporary. It's just for a moment until maybe I cross the street, maybe I drive the car or take the bus, okay? When something is movable and temporary, you use at the corner. For example, the bus is at the corner now. It means the bus is movable. It can drive around the city, okay? It's temporary. But the bus stop, it's here. Even if the bus leaves, the bus stop is there. Okay, so with the bus stop, we use on the corner. If it's something changeable, temporary, we use at the corner. Okay, look at your books. You have this part where you can see a compass. This is a compass to show us directions. But if I tell you, where is الشرقية, for example, tell me where is the الشرقية or الدمام, الخبر, where is it? You will tell me, is it in the north of Saudi Arabia? No, it's in the east region of Saudi Arabia. What about Jeddah, where is it? Excellent, it's in the west. What about if we want to talk about Jeddah and Medina? Medina is located? Excellent, it's in the north. This is the difference between north, south, east, and west. Okay, you have to know the difference, because when someone asks you, for example, a place in your town, it's in the north area of your town, you can know how to give direction. Okay, asking and given directions. This is an example on your book. Can you tell me where the nearest bank is? So if someone asks you where the nearest bank is, these are some of the phrases we use to give directions. We say, turn right into Park Avenue. Okay, this is one example. Turn right or turn left, go straight. Okay, these are the words to give directions beside the prepositions of place we covered in the beginning of our class. If someone asks you, excuse me, where is the art museum? You can say turn left at the next corner, okay? Or turn right, or go straight, or take the highway and then go north, south, okay? Is this right, the right way to the subway station? Go straight ahead for 2 blocks. What do they mean about 2 blocks? If you are in a street, okay, when they say 2 blocks, sometimes when you have the main highway here, if we look at this, yes, this map will make it much easier. A block mean, for example, imagine that you are here, okay? And if I say the next block, I mean this block, okay? This area. which may contain more than one location. Maybe you can find in one block, you can find a library, school, you can find many stores in one block, okay? A block is a place where you can find two streets between them. This is a block, okay? How can I get to the post office? Go east on 2nd Street. So here they used north, east, west, which really helpful to know the meaning of when you give directions. You have a different map on your book. Please look at the map on your book, okay, to be able to answer this part, exercise A. Match the questions with the answer. So we have different questions here, and we have the responses. We have to match it. We have to write the correct letter here, okay? Is there a restaurant in the mall? Look at the map in front of you. Try to find the restaurant or the mall, and inside the mall, is there a restaurant? So you would know how to answer, okay? Is it yes or no, okay? Question 2, is the airport near to the city? The response will be, oh, I think for most of it is yes, no. Question, except for one. So here we have the answer should be yes or no, except this one. Where is the bus stop? So here you should give direct from, respond from here, okay? Is the airport near the city? Look at the map. Is it near or far from the city? Is it near to the city? Based on the map, okay? In front of you. Excuse me, where is the bus stop? How can we answer? Here you should give directions. Did they mention here turn right, turn left? 4, is the university north of here? So look at the map. Where is the university? Is it north or south, east or west? Based on the map in front of you, you should be able to answer these questions, okay? Is this the right way to the hotel? Is this the right way to the hotel? The answer should be based on the map in front of you, okay? Read all the responses and just match. Is the post office next to the park? Where is the post office in your book? Point at it, okay? And look for the park. Is it far from it or next to it or across from it, okay? Take 2 minutes to figure out these answers, looking at your map, pause the video, check the answers with your friends, double check, do you have the same answers, or discuss why if you have a different answer with your friend. Why is it different? What do you think is the correct one, okay? Then let's check the answers together. So here, is there a restaurant in the mall? The answer is D. Yes, there is. It's across from the bookstore. So this is the proper answer for number 1. For number 2, it's E. Is the airport near the city? No, it isn't. It's far from the city, okay? 3, excuse me, where is the bus stop? The answer will be F. It's the only one which is not a yes, no, respond, short answer. So all of these questions were yes, no questions except this one. So automatically we should use a normal sentence to answer. It's on the corner of the First and Main. Okay. 4, is the university north of here? The answer is C. No, it isn't. It's on the south. It's to the south. 5, is this right? Is this right the way to the is this right the way to the hotel? The answer should be A. Yes, go straight ahead for one more block. You already know what does block mean. Okay? 6, is the post office next to the park? The last one is B. No, it's between the bank and the health club. Okay? This is for exercise A. Let's look at exercise B. Work with a partner. Describe the locations of places on the map. So you have to refer to the map again, okay? And then ask each other questions. How can I go to the school? And your friend, it's a speaking exercise to practice using the prepositions of place we have covered today. We have across from, between, next to, on, near, and far from, okay? So look at the map again. Ask your friend a question. So you should work with a partner. You can't work alone. It's a speaking exercise, so you have to practice using the prepositions, giving directions, asking for directions with your friend. This is a sample here of answers you may use. The bus stop is across from the shopping mall. If your friend asks for the bus stop. The pizzeria is between the bank and the pharmacy. This is another example you may give. We used between here and here, across from, okay? And here next to. The cafe is next to the hotel. The bank is on the corner of Main and 2nd. The restaurant is near the hotel. The subway station isn't far from the hotel. So we use different responses using different prepositions of place. You shouldn't use only near, next to, near, next to. You should the answer should vary. You should practice using different prepositions of place. This is for exercise B. And the last exercise today we have exercise C. Work with a partner. So you should work with your friend again. You can't work alone. Student A, imagine that you are a hotel guest. Since our unit is about hotels and vacations and traveling, okay? So student A, you should imagine that you are a hotel guest. You are going to a hotel and you should ask for directions to places on the map. So we are referring also to the same map, okay? Ask directions to places on the map. Student B is the hotel concierge, okay? He is working he or she is working in a hotel, and she should give you directions. She should tell you turn right, go straight, go ahead, north, south, across from the bank, in front of, next to. This is a speaking exercise. After you finish, then you should switch roles. Student B should be the hotel guest and student A should be the hotel concierge, okay? The person who is working inside the hotel, okay? This is a sample of a conversation. I'm sure you're going to do much, much better than this one. This is just to show you how to ask and how to answer. Can you tell me where the subway station is? This is a question. Student A asked. Go west on Park Street, turn left into 2nd Avenue, go straight for 2 blocks. It's next to the shopping mall. This is really thorough and a great way to give directions. Turn right, left, it's across from, take 1 block. Another example, excuse me, where is the history museum? Go straight on 3rd Avenue, then turn right into Oak Street. Okay, these answers are based on the map on your book. You should ask more questions, and you can, if you can share your conversation, you can practice in front of your teacher and classmates as an example, and you can see if you're using the same directions, if you're using different directions, to show the locations of things you asked or your friend asked for. Okay, so what did we cover today in our lesson? We covered the prepositions of place, and we know how helpful was it to give directions, and we practice asking and giving directions with our speaking exercise. That's it for today. Thank you for listening, and inshallah I will see you next class.